Hello and welcome to Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindalin. My name is Billy Milovanovic. They call me Bildo.
Okay.
On the occasion.
My name is Lindsay Kirkwood, also known as Lindalin.
Lindalin, how cold is it today?
Oh my God, my hands are freezing and like the mic arms are freezing. So anyways.
I know. That's why maybe I'm a little bit like muted down again today because I'm so cold my brain cannot think.
Yeah, and it's hard to talk.
It's hard to talk.
Faces feel frozen.
I wish my tongue wasn't so frozen.
Oh.
Feeling.
Wow.
Hi, Linny. Hey,
Bill.
sexy.
Yeah, oh God, look. Billy wants to talk about sexy today. Being sexy, feeling sexy, what's not sexy, anything to do with sexy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Help me. Help me be sexy.
Billy, you are sexy.
Well, am I?
What's our podcast, Bill?
This is an offensively funny podcast about drinking wine and chatting life.
And today's life is...
Today's life is
sexy.
How to sex Billy up.
Wow. Okay.
Let's do it.
Maybe some wine will help.
Yeah, right. Let's... Good segue, Linny.
Right? Wine always makes me feel sexy.
It also makes everybody else look sexy, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
My hands are freezing and
Yeah.
we're having a really cold Chardonnay. So this is from our fabulous friends at 8 at the Gate. These ladies, two sisters, are amazing. We love their story. So 8 at the Gate, the name comes from, they have 8 kids between the two of them. And the kids would wait at the gate for the school bus. So 8 at the Gate. Such a cute name. And it's a Chardonnay from 2019 from their family selection.
Right.
They are based in Ratatouille, South Australia.
Ratatouille?
I'm like, oh crap, where is that?
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. Did I say Ratatouille?
You said Ratatouille.
Yeah, that too. Ratatouille is in New South Wales. Or Ratatouille, the one that
my
I
God.
said. Stop talking, Lindsay. Let's just fucking... I seriously, my brain
You see, it's the brain. It's so cold.
Yeah.
I actually can't think straight, honestly.
I know it's because my hands, you know when your hands are cold,
Yes.
it's actually really...
Well, they're so sensory, aren't they? You just touch everything with them, and then when you can't process that,
Okay,
I
stop
can't
talking.
I was going to say, stop me.
Stop.
This is one of those
Right.
times you're supposed to jump in and stop me.
No.
Okay, so this already is that sort of like buttery Chardonnay
Yeah,
color.
it looks good.
Hey,
I'm actually quite excited for this. We haven't had a Chardonnay in a while.
let me-
Oh, you hold that. I'll grab the little, the lid, Bill. Yeah, right here. Right. Oh, thanks.
I got you. Okay, let's see.
We're going to get her sexy on, Bill.
We're going to need a lot of wine.
Yeah. Well,
All right. Cheers, Linny.
cheers.
Oh, that was a good cheers. Solid.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we will give our thoughts later. Billy, let's do ketchup, Bill, and you take as long as you want and tell me about anything that you want to tell me about.
Why, thank you, Lindalin. You are so kind.
Side
We're
note.
starting with me. Go on. What's
Yeah,
your side note?
Side note is that she fucking gets mad when I have nothing to talk about ketchup. And then she gets mad, like last week, when I actually had a lot of very emotional things to talk about and you got pissed off. So anyways, you go, Bill.
I got so pissed off, you guys. I wouldn't talk to her for the whole week. So pissed off.
If
so today
only.
I demanded my time to catch up so I can tell you that I started eating Vegemite. Very important point. You do not understand. I'm from like Eastern Europe, okay? We did not grow up with Vegemite. We do not spread yeast on our bread. It is not what we do. So it's not like you know how Vegemite is an acquired taste. Like, do you eat Vegemite?
I do.
Right.
But not to be rude, I'm Canadian. I didn't eat it growing up either.
But how did you even start eating Vegemite? I don't even know.
Well, when you come over in Australia, like it's a thing, right? Everybody eats Vegemite, or you at least know about Vegemite. So I
I
tried
know about
it,
it, yeah.
and it was disgusting. But then you try it again, you know, like with lots of butter and cheese, and now I absolutely love it. Love it.
Yes, and that's what I started because I'm like, you know what? It's apparently so healthy for you. Actually, let me backtrack. We got some new chicks. Little
Like
baby chickens.
chickens, yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh,
We're not
cute.
going to eat them. Let's all stand down. We want eggs. All we want is some fucking eggs. Okay, we have been on a chicken journey for the longest time. So far, out of the 4 chickens that we've had, 2 have turned into dudes, 1 has died, and 1 is just hanging about
Right.
waiting to give us some eggs.
Well, that's good.
Right? So
1
we've
out of 4.
now got another 3 little ones. And so as we were buying these chickens, the lady was like, you need to give them Vegemite on toast. So
Oh,
like spread
cute.
Vegemite, obviously buzz it down, and then give it to them because it's extremely nutritious.
Yeah.
We started giving it to our chicks. They're all fucking silky as fuck. So I'm like, I'm going to get silky as fuck, you guys.
Oh,
I'm going to start eating some Vegemite.
are you? Okay.
So I started eating Vegemite. Oh. And I have it with the butter, and then I put avocado on it and cheese to take away as much of the actual flavor as possible. Mm-hmm. And it is decent. Okay. Don't it look shiny?
You do, sure. Super shiny.
Hi, Sanj. I started eating Vegemite.
Who are we saying?
Sonia.
Oh, right. Sonia. I'm like
so
looking at
like, ew.
Instagram. I'm like, and I feel bad. Creme and Roses hopped on, said hi. And
hi,
then
Creme and Roses.
They've hopped off because you were talking about being shiny.
Sorry.
So you put like a thin layer though, right? Like that's the key if you're just starting out. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
It's delicious. You've been missing out. And when you first told me this upstairs and I said, stop talking, tell me in the episode.
Yeah.
Because there's been lots of times I've had like Vegemite scrolls in the fridge or something.
Yes.
And you're like, eh.
Yes.
So welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
I look forward to eating many, many Vegemite scrolls at your house.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Do your kids eat it?
No,
I didn't think so because your kids are weird. Okay.
My kids don't even eat peanut butter.
I know. This is what I know. Weird.
So, but no.
Okay.
Look, I don't really have much more to catch up on because I tell my stories like with, great length. Should I say not as great length as yours? What else? I did have like a bunch of other things to tell you. I don't know what they are though. So...
Okay, well, I'm totally opposite to Vegemite eating. I am quite pissed off.
Oh, Lenny pissed off?
Yes, I need to vent. I know. I'm sorry, but what the fuck is wrong with these 7 rugby players? Pull your fucking head
I don't understand what's happening. What's the deal?
Okay. So there's like this, it's not aware, it's like welcoming everybody in an inclusion round,
right?
Okay? Where everybody is welcome. Women, gay people, non-binary, anybody, right?
Right, like transgender athletes and all of that.
Everybody's welcome.
Yeah.
So there is one game to be played where they wear manly rugby,
right?
Wear these jerseys with like a little rainbow sliver like on their jersey, right?
Okay.
And they refuse to wear them due to their religious beliefs.
What? Oh, certain players, not all of them.
Yeah, only 7 of the players.
7,
Yeah.
Right. How many players are in that team? I don't
know.
20? Okay.
No idea.
Sure.
More than 7. What fucking pisses me off about this, like I get that, right? I get that. They have, they don't believe in that. Well, you know what? Not everybody fucking believes in their religion, but they're allowed to play the game. You know what I mean? Like it's about inclusion. Yes. Like you don't have to agree with it. You don't have to be gay. You don't have to be friends. You don't have to whatever, but let them fucking play the game. It's like to, or play in the league. It's all about inclusion and like everyone being welcome.
I can't believe I'm about to play devil's advocate because I completely agree with that. It should not even be a thing, you guys. Mm-hmm. Just let everybody involve everyone. Don't be dicks.
Yeah.
That's definitely the point.
17. Matt says there's 17 players.
Oh, thank you, Matt. Hi, Matt. Thank you.
Matt.
Side note, quick reminder that we are live on Instagram and Facebook. Occasionally we will respond to comments. So please join us on Facebook and Instagram live when we record. That's why we're responding to comments. Anyway, but I do think that like if it was the other way around and players were forced to wear a religious jersey to support like a religious game or something, I would be like, oh, I don't want to wear a religious jersey. So if I didn't believe in it that much, I get that they're like, but why they're saying no.
It's just the symbol. You could wear the religious symbol. It's not turning into that person or like.
And it's just for the one game, obviously. It's
just
not
for the one game.
Yeah. Look, I can understand that they would be like pissy about it, but I also think that you should just fucking move on and wear the jersey. Just like, don't be a dick.
What's Matt saying? I wonder if all 7 were virgins before marriage. That's also in that Bible. Exactly.
Oh, let's not even. We should do a religious
and this
episode.
Is the
thing. Bible is.
Do you know what? I'm going to say something really like whatever, but I have no faith in any of the footy people, like with any of their messages. I think they're all fucking dicks. Not all of them. Sorry, that's a bit harsh. I think a lot of them are dicks. I think a lot of them send the wrong message out to the young people that look up to them and idolize them and want to be them.
Right.
And I think this is just sending off a really bad message to those young, vulnerable people. Not to mention the people that are actually dealing with their sexuality and want to possibly play or are good enough to play, but are afraid of the backlash. And now this is just heightening it. Anyways, I could go on and on and on.
That's actually a really great point, Lindalin.
Yeah.
And I agree.
I'm
Like,
so
I mean, I was never going to disagree with that. That's a stupid thing to.
Yeah.
It's the guys. Society is changing. We need to change with it. So it's just wear the fucking jersey. That's it.
I know.
Yeah. Or don't play. Don't play your sport. Go away.
Well, that's what they're not.
Oh,
They're
great.
not
Well,
playing.
good. We'll
Yeah.
get more. Do you know what? There's so many wonderful players out there who are inclusive and wanting to,
Well, they're boycotting the one particular game.
Okay,
Yeah.
see ya. We don't want you
Anyways.
anyway.
Sexy. Let's bring sexy back, babes.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Well said. I know, Matt. I know. I'm
Thank you, Matt.
so. I mean, I'm assuming you're talking to me.
She's just so clever. She's just so clever.
Can I read to start this off? Sorry, Bill. Are you all right over there?
I'm so fine.
It's
My nose is leaking because it's freezing, but I'm so fine. Excuse me.
ew.
I'm
Ew.
still on Facebook.
Billy's trying to get it. Well, she's got herself
What?
out of the Insta
What? I'm sorry. I
frame.
just heard something over there.
I'm telling a funny story. Billy pulled herself out of the Insta frame so she could wipe the snot from her gremlin nose, as she calls it. Speaking of being sexy.
Be one of my things.
But then she's still in the Facebook frame. So that was embarrassing for you.
Yeah. Okay. Hello.
Sexy. The definition. I thought let's look up the definition. I mean,
do
we
it.
know it, but okay. So it's an adjective, Bill.
Sure it is. Okay.
Sexually attractive or exciting. So sexy French underwear. Ooh.
Okay.
But then the informal definition.
Right.
Yeah. Very exciting or appealing. So business magazines business magazines might not seem like the sexiest career choice.
Well, I mean, duh. Yeah. That's fair. That's a fair definition.
So
Okay.
there, sexy.
Great.
Go, Bill. You won this topic.
Listen, I wanted this topic because this is what happened, okay? Last week, I'm just minding my own business, sitting on my computer in my probably sweatpants, doing my thing. My mother calls me. My mother, now, if we actually go back all the way to episode 1 where Yasna featured in Lingerie Tales, okay, go back and listen to that episode. Because my mum has always been like a bit of an Eastern European rebel, if you will. She's a progressive woman for her time, let's say.
Okay.
And so she basically called me and was like, listen, you're now like starting to appear in places. I'm also on a Yugoslav podcast. So don't worry about the fact that I've been on Wine Chats for 3 years. No. I started this Yugoslav podcast. So that's probably more in her visuals,
Yeah.
So she's called me to say that I need to sex it up a little, essentially. Like she's calling to say that like when you leave the house and you are representing yourself as like a Wine Chats person or like a podcast person, heels, absolutely.
Okay.
You cannot leave the house without heels on.
Oh my God.
You are a good-looking, attractive woman. Wear something that accentuates essentially the ladies,
The boobs.
right? Like be sexy. Like make them turn their heads when you walk into a room. And,
Yes.
So like I'm now imagining myself in like these platinum heels with my jugs out, walking around, being
Stripper
all sexy.
mode.
Stripper
Yeah,
mode.
okay.
She even references a Yugoslav singer, very popular Yugoslav singer. Naturally, she has a sex tape. Naturally, she's on the socials wearing, teeny tiny triangle nipple bikinis and things like that. My mother.
Yeah.
when you send me, Billy's messaging me this stuff, right? So we're chatting back and forth, and I'm like, well, what do you mean to dress sexy or like, and to dress sexy? And so Billy sends me a screenshot of this chick that she was just talking about of her socials.
Jelena Karlausha, that's her name.
Oh, yeah, whatever you just said, yeah. And I replied, oh, so she wants you to dress like a slut. Because like this chick has no clothes on, like barely anything covering her bits. So it's funny, actually, Yasna's train of thought that like just because you're not even in the, no offense, babes, but like we're not even in the public eye. Like, yeah, we've got a podcast, but nobody fucking knows us. Like, so, but to have heels on and your boobs out and stuff, I think that's so funny that that's her train of thought. And to be sexy, that you have to have heels and your boobs out.
Yeah.
Because I think today you look sexy. I think you look great. Like if I was a dude and I saw you walking by, I'd be like, oh, wow, she's a pretty girl.
Well, and that's the question. Like, I don't know what sexy is these days. I don't know. Plus, I think the problem has been, hang on, we got an Instagram comment.
Matt.
What's the Instagram site for that chick? Oh, Matt. It's at K-Star, I believe. Literally, if you Google
Slut.
I think like legit K-Star or like Karlausha is like Karle Karleusa. I'm sure somebody was with me during that. Google her and you'll find out. Like, you know, the platinum blonde hair, this jugs, bits, all over the place. Anyway.
Yeah.
He's joking. I know. You're joking. Same. Me too, Matt. So anyway, so I guess like my thing also is that I'm much like how I pick up accents when I'm around a person for too long. I also pick up their fashion styles because I have no sense of fashion myself. Okay. And this has been an ongoing thing with us. Yeah. You know, I've gone to stylists before and been like, can you help me? That's another thing Yasna said. She said to go to Maya or to go anywhere. She said, start with sexy underwear and then just work your way up and ask somebody at Maya, like they'll dress you. Because I said to her, Mum, I don't know how to dress. Like I've never, plus I've always, my whole life I've been a tomboy. Like I've never been.
We've seen photos.
I've never gotten my boobs out, ever. I just feel uncomfortable with the thought that my jugs are just sitting out there cold and sad by themselves. You know, like plus the idea of walking in and having my jugs out and people looking at my boobs, like it's not my jam. I just do not enjoy that thought. Lots of women do. Like, there's no dramas with that.
I don't think that is necessarily sexy. I think that's confidence too. And to go back to your question, like what is sexy? Well, sexy is different for every person out there to A, what they find sexy and B, what they makes them feel sexy. Like I don't think to be half naked with your tits out, sorry, Yasna.
Well, but Yasna's not half naked.
No, but that's what her thought process is for you. I don't think that's sexy. In a lot of guys and girls' point of view, that's not sexy, right? Like to have all your bits out in heels. I don't think you have to be like that.
Shouldn't there be a little bit of mystery under like my layers and layers and layers of clothing?
But the thing is, you have a t-shirt on and a blazer.
And I just think that like you said, I think sexy is a confidence thing to me. I feel like
100%.
I don't ever chase being sexy. I'm not like a sexy kind of gal. I don't really think like that. I think I'm goofy. I think I look a bit like a gremlin. I think a lot of things, but I don't think that I have that like I walk into a room and everybody just
no
sultry. I'd love that. Don't get me wrong.
No, not. So, I have to clarify my no. I don't mean that towards you. Like no, you're not like that. Meaning I get that. Like me too. Like no, God no, I don't get that either. Yeah.
But then it made me think. I'm like, do you know what, Mum? Though. I can be a little bit more sultry. Maybe I can buy stuff that is a little bit on the sexy side. That's not like out there. But that does elevate a look a little bit, which brings me back to that same thing of I have no idea what I'm supposed to wear. I don't know what I'm supposed to look like. I just kind of don't. Do you know, I think I'm just one of those people that do not care about the way that they look necessarily.
Yeah. And you never have put a lot of thought into it. Ever since we've known each other, you've never really cared about that.
Yes.
I think you wear what makes you feel comfortable and good. And I think, again, to highlight, sexy is confidence. Confidence is sexy. Like if you are feeling good with what you have on and you feel good about yourself, whether it's physically, mentally, all of the above, I think that portrays as being sexy and feeling sexy. And people are going to pick up on that. Like a dude or a chick, whatever the fuck you're into. Like if you see whoever you're attracted to, like, ooh, they're confident. Look at them go. Look at them, strut.
Yeah.
Whether they have their tits out or their sneakers on. Like it doesn't really matter.
Well, and on the other side of that, you could have someone who's dressed to the nines, high heels, tight pink latex thing with the jugs out and whatnot. Like imagine me in that, right? Let's just imagine I'm super sexy and I walk into a room. Do you know I would walk into a room?
Kim K boots that are like into the leotards, like they're just
straight
the bodysuit into it. Yeah,
straight into the bodysuit. Except my butt would sit like here, where Kim K's like sits up here. But it's cool. I'm wearing that skin tight thing, right? I would walk in like a baby giraffe. I just feel like I would like it would wear me. You know, I just think. Yeah. Like, and I don't know how to explain to Yasna, who's like, bless her, she sent me on this mission to get sexy.
So wait, what are you actually going to do, or are you going to do anything from this conversation with your mom? Like, are you buying something? Are you going to change your wardrobe? What are you going to do?
I think I just need to add a few pieces that could be, I don't know, is the gist. I have no idea. I'm trying. This is why I'm here. I literally need advice. Like I need help.
But do you need help?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because she thinks I do. And I get what she's saying, like in the sense that like, she's not trying to like, obviously she's not, she's my mother. She wants, Yeah. So she just wants to like Yugoslav me up a little bit. Because again, Yugoslavs are very like, we're very like, and maybe even our family are like prim and proper people. I don't know if I've told a story about when I went out with my auntie when I was in Belgrade with her, and she was like, "Oh, is this like, are you dressed? Is this how we're going out?" And I was completely dressed because I already had my jacket on and everything.
So wait, did she think that you weren't appropriate to be out? Like you were?
Yes, like for them to wear just casual jeans and like a t-shirt is not an outfit to go out in. That's an outfit to stay home in.
Right.
To dress up, you need heels and
boobs.
Yeah. And again, my auntie wasn't like that, but she's very much like, you need to dress properly. Like if you're going to go out, be presentable.
Right.
Don't be a fucking slug. But I like being a slug, and everybody in Australia likes being a slug. And I just like...
But are jeans and a tee... Well, I guess it depends on the jeans and the tee, though.
That's what I'm saying. So to me, like, I could easily dress up like ripped up jeans that, with a low slouch and, just a Nirvana t-shirt. I'm like, cool, I look great.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
No. Well, it depends on who's looking at you.
I don't know. I'm just trying to semi-sex it up a little bit in the sense that like I want it to be my personality. It can't be something that is going to make me feel like a baby giraffe.
And I think because you have been consistent through all these years that I've known you, this is just the way you roll.
Yeah.
Like, I think if you were to start showing up with heels and
the heels are
your tits out more or like mini skirts, I'd be like, what is wrong with you? What drugs are you taking? Because you need to fucking stop.
Okay, the heels thing, I should have shut her down immediately because that's not happening.
That is not
happening.
You didn't even wear heels when we worked in the city pre-kids.
I did. Remember, I had
when
heels
you had to go to court?
At the office. So I would walk to the office in thongs and then I would put them on for a little bit while everybody saw me and then I'd just go back to my thongs. Literally thongs, you guys.
Yeah. Can we side note? I fucking hate that with a passion. I never, and you're not the only one. So many women do it. They wear their sneakers and their flip-flops to work. I never understood it. It was the biggest pet peeve of mine. I hated it. I hated it with a passion. Don't get me started. Anyways, that's another episode.
Listen, it is what it is.
Okay, question for you
So
then.
many good things that we connected on when we were younger, right?
And I mean, I know this answer, but
go on.
And what does Henry think? Henry, obviously, he's married to you. He loves you. Does he find you sexy? Clearly, when I remember, sorry, before you answer that, I'm totally going to interrupt you. I remember you telling me when you first got together with Henry, like you would literally just throw on whatever and walk out the house with no hair and makeup done.
No.
So he's like, he knows you like that, right?
Totally. Look at it this way. In the last 2 months, I reckon I've shaved my legs twice, if that.
Gross.
So it's not to him. Okay. Also, I'm much better looking when I'm naked, I guess. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Guys,
depends. I would think you look much better clothed.
No,
naked,
I look really good naked, you guys. Okay. I look really good. Everything is just in the right place. Yeah, a little bit lower than it should be, but it's right there. No, he does not care. Seriously,
the lights are off. Yeah,
he doesn't like. No, I think if you do all the right stuff in a couple, he's quite happy and satisfied. No, like you said, he's known me for such a long time that I think if I started showing up with my boobs out and my heels out, he'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
He'd be like me. Yeah. What drugs are you taking? Like, and please share.
Are you sleeping with some weirdo that needs you to dress like that? What's happening? Like he would just be confused.
Yeah. Okay.
As would I.
Exactly. Like the weird drunken baby giraffe. Well, it's funny that you say baby giraffe because, and Ada, I'm so sorry if you ever listen to this. Cameron and I always say Ada because she's a little bit unco when she runs especially when she runs.
It's because she's so tall and gangly.
Nah, look, okay, if you say so. But we always say she's like a little baby giraffe because she, like just the way she clops around. Anywho.
I get you, Ada. I get you, babe.
Yeah.
That's what I would be like in heels.
Right. Back to the couple thing. Okay, so I'm not going to say how I know these people, who these people are, but it was very funny that this situation came up after we decided that we were going to talk about sexy. So I know a couple where, so the guy and the girl are out. The dude's about to head home. The chick is like, I'm going to stay out with my friend. Cool. I'll be home around this time. Cool. So she's not home. They're married. They've been married. They've been together for many, 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 many years. They have kids, blah, blah, blah. So he rings her up when she's not home, when she said she's not home, as a worried partner would do. Yeah. And she doesn't answer. Rings again. She answers, but she doesn't think she's answered.
No. What was she doing?
She is not what you think. Because my mind, I'm like, oh,
She's with a
she's
dude.
having sex with
She's
someone
having
else.
sex?
She's not. She's chatting with her friend that she said she was going to be out with. Bagging out her partner. Saying things like, I don't find him attractive. I think he's fugly.
No.
He's not good in bed. Things that I would never want to hear coming out of Cameron's mouth. If he ever said, I said to him on the couch last night, I'm like, babe, I know I'm a shit root. I know sometimes I'm just
Lindsay.
like, no, there's
You don't say that out loud.
well, look, I'm in wife mode. There are some nights where I'm like, babe, I will open my legs. You do what you got to do, but I'm not into it. Like, you just take care of yourself.
Don't mind if I just read while you're
Right?
just
100%.
Yeah.
Like, come on, what wife
100%
has
I've
not
done
done
it.
that, right?
Yeah, I've been
so
there.
in those situations, I'm a shit root. That I'm down with that. I'm cool.
But you're a root, which is,
right? Yeah, and I'm not like that every time.
Yeah.
But if I were to hear Cameron say that he thought I was ugly,
Yeah, like fugly,
And
a
that-
shit root.
well, no, I'm okay with the shit root thing.
But I
I'm
mean,
cool
you
with
can
that.
be like that, not on consistently.
No, oh, exactly. Yeah. If I heard him say that I was fugly and he didn't find me attractive, I don't know how my self-esteem and confidence would
Yeah.
ever be able
Yeah.
to be built back up.
Can I ask, is he fugly?
It depends. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, like, so he's not- he's not-
This dude's not my cup of tea, but he's no, he doesn't have
Right.
two heads. He's not like
Yeah.
obese and like one leg and
Well, shit doesn't
like,
even
all
matter
that.
because it's all in the eye of the beholder, right? Like, I mean,
100%.
It just depends.
He's a normal looking dude.
right.
Lots of girls, I'm sure, would find this guy very attractive.
That would break you. What do you even do at a point like that in your marriage where you hear somebody like what? I have so many questions, but we'll do this off the camera.
Yeah. Like insane, right?
Well, actually,
Insane.
And I guess that's why I probably don't care so much about how I look in my clothes because I feel like Henry
Yeah.
makes me feel so secure
Exactly.
in general.
Yes.
Right? So he will. He is such a complimenter in that way. In the sense that he will constantly tell me that I'm beautiful. He will always call me sexy. He will always grab onto me. He will always, do
Yep.
the things that like we are like, oh, it's so annoying. But
Yes.
really, you want your husband to find you attractive and you want
Yeah.
your husband to grab your bits.
Yeah.
And I feel like because he instills that confidence in me, when I leave the house, I'm not fucking dressing up for you and you. And I'm not dressing up
No.
for myself. I'm certainly not dressing up for him. So why
Yeah.
am I getting my boobies out? I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like I don't.
You have to do what makes you feel good about yourself.
Good and comfortable.
Yeah.
And I just think, like you said, like, look, a blazer isn't the like sexiest things. You guys have bought a blazer.
I know, it's super cute.
That should have
I'm-
been in my catch up. I bought a blazer.
Yeah, I'm literally going to go to Kmart and copy you.
Right?
I'm
Like,
getting that blazer.
Lindsay
Yeah.
copying me in anything is like a miracle.
I know.
But I feel comfortable in it and I feel good in it and it makes me feel nice. Now, Yasna's going to see this and be like, where are the jugs?
Yeah.
And even, what's
Yeah.
sexy now that I'm like seeing, I'm thinking to myself whether I'm brave enough to try, maybe
Oh.
not, like, on a night out, maybe not for a podcast day, but you know how women are fucking wearing lingerie now underneath their blazers?
Yeah, look, that's yes. Like I would go as far as if I've got a cute Decuba blazer that I would wear done up and they
Right.
have the cute little bra showing. I'd have to be in the right mood and it'd have to be the right event for
Right.
me to do that.
Yes. Fair enough.
What about your point? I thought this is what you're going to bring up about how like half of social media is naked now.
Social media, you're killing me. I actually wanted to do this as a whole separate topic, really,
Oh.
as like are we oversharing and whatnot? But this is how it came about because we're like, I just feel like so much of like feminism nowadays is every time I start to speak. How dare she?
Okay, continue on.
I just feel like so much of social media is just women getting their bits out. And I don't understand, like, is that what's sexy now? Is that what we're doing? Is that, like, is there no mystery anymore? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing to get people's attention? Is that what we should be doing to get people's attention? Is that why we're not famous yet? I don't understand what's happening.
Again, eye of the beholder. I actually find it very cringeworthy. I'm all about the whole, like, body positivity.
Right?
Half
Women can
naked
do whatever-
posts,
yeah.
like that kind of stuff. Like, fine if you want to be feminism craziness, like whatever.
Right.
But the whole trying to be sexy half naked, no, I think that's ridiculous. I think it's just too far. If I were a dude, I actually wouldn't find that super sexy. Obviously, you'd wank off to it, but is it sexy or is it just dirty, slutty? Like, I think there's a difference between sexy and slutty, in all honesty.
I agree with you. I don't disagree. I just think it seems like there's so much of it out there with us ladies, I should say, showing so much skin. And I don't mean to be that conservative, you shouldn't be doing that, whatever. But at the same time, I'm like, is that necessary? Is that how we look
Exactly.
now? Is this what we're doing now?
I don't think it's necessary.
Don't see guys coming out with butt cutouts in their pants and walking around. Like, that to me isn't sexy. Like, Lizzo's a huge superstar, I was going to say, not probably what you were thinking, but like, she's huge. Thinking that. But that's fact, and she plays on it. I get it. It's not. I mean, it's fact. It's not. I'm not like this. And so she's obviously very sexy, and she feels sexy, and she's very confident with her body, which she should be.
Yep.
More power to you, Lizzo. No dramas. But then again, like, she was going on, hopping onto her private plane in these big cutouts of her butthole. Like, literally, one butt cheek is like naked, one butt cheek's naked, but she's wearing pants, and it's like a G-string pant.
I didn't see this.
And I just think to myself, I have no dramas with you being confident and having your butt out and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. But like, is that what we're doing now? Do we have to have our assholes out and on display?
Yeah. No.
To be appealing?
No.
Like, is that what's happening?
I think that's too far. I think that is really too far. I think it sends the wrong message. And I'm so not a feminist. I think there's a nice middle ground between this whole women's body anyways, that's a whole different episode. I think there's a nice middle ground. I don't think that you need to go that far. And I think that message, because Lizzo, when I reacted when you said Lizzo, I'm like, oh my God, she's amazing.
You love it. We love Lizzo.
So many good messages to all kinds of people for all different reasons.
Yeah.
But I think that just sends a wrong message too far. Like, why? And do you know what? There's this account, I'm not going to say who it is, but there's an account that we follow that does like crystal dildos and wands.
Oh, yes,
and
yes, yes.
all that kind of self-pleasuring stuff.
Right.
I actually quite liked the messages she was sending at the beginning, but I think this account has gone too far as well. I think it's not fair that girls, and this is like totally not being a feminist. Right. I think that some females go way too far on Insta and socials, where if a dude were to do what they were doing, what the chicks were doing, it wouldn't be allowed. Like, I think some of these posts that this one chick does, I'm like, if that was a dude doing that, that wouldn't even be posted. Like, Insta would shut it down. Like, I think that it's got to, why can't we just go?
It seems like it's
so
gone
complicated.
Well, it seems like it's gone from we're taking charge of our own bodies and our own, and we're controlling the narrative now. And we've taken it to this point where it's like, wait, are you controlling the narrative or are you just getting your bits out now for fun?
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, it just seems like a really big thing at the moment where everybody's just literally, even like one of the fashion shows at Fashion Week recently, one of the new bikinis that have come out is like, teeny tiny triangles up the front, but the back is all like, that see-through material where it literally makes them look naked in the back. So these girls are walking in bikinis, but their butts are...
Like their bum cracks are, like it's covered, but you can see everything?
It was like a TG... That was like a see-through one, right?
Yeah.
So the back of the bra. So I'm just like, is this what's happening now? Are we just promoting the human body just as it is? Yeah. Like, are we just totally getting rid of clothes now? Is this what low rise is happening? We're just going to have a vagina
Don't even give me, I brought that up last week. I know,
but like, are we not going to see the vagina anymore? Like, are we just going to have her out as well? I don't understand what's happening. And so now my struggle is like how to be sexy in this day and age without exposing my nipples.
Yeah.
You guys.
Look, I think whatever makes you feel confident and good about yourself will filter through to the world as sexy. And if it doesn't, then who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Yasna, apparently, but otherwise.
Yasna. Does Yasna have her boobs out a lot? I don't see Yasna's boobs out.
She said that when she was younger, she did.
Okay,
Yeah. She said that when she was younger, she was very free, which again is very progressive for a woman in the Eastern Bloc.
Especially, I was going to
70s.
say back then where she was, that would have been, huge. Look, I don't know what to say except that this wine's really good.
Right?
I love this wine.
I love this one. Look, I've been like savoring the last little drop so I can talk to you about it.
Yeah.
And Lindsay's finished hers.
I'm done. It's so funny because when we first started this podcast, we were like, ooh, Chardonnay, cat piss, barf. So delicious.
Turns out it's not that bad.
No.
And this one is...
Well, it's not that bad if it's a good
True.
one. Yeah.
True.
And you were so right. Like as soon as we poured it, the color was so inviting. I'm like, ooh, this is going to be good. I'm freezing my tits off, but I absolutely loved every little cool, crisp sip of this wine. Loved it.
Agreed. I feel like it had the smell of a Chardonnay. It had the color of a Chardonnay. It did. It had like a really peculiar, very specific smell. And then when I drank it, I was like, this is great. This is amazing. Right.
A
I love
peculiar smell. Is that a positive? Or is that
well, it's like a very specific smell, I should say.
Well, it was funny. God, I really need to bring my glasses down here when I read.
No,
I can do it. It's fine, Billy. It's fine. When I was reading the bottle last night when I was picking out the wine for today, so matured in French oak with white peach and hints of citrus blossom.
Oh, yum.
White peach. Like that, when I read that, I'm
Yum.
like, oh, that's just going to be delicious on the tongue, right?
Yeah.
Rich and elegantly balanced. And
Gorgeous.
I agree. It is delicious. I can't pick anything bad about it except it's really cold and it's hurting my hands.
How dare you make your wine so cold?
I
know. Seriously, this is amazing. I really enjoyed this Chardonnay. This is probably one of the nicer Chardonnays we tried, although I don't remember.
Riveting.
I know. I was going to say something about another wine, but I'm not going to. Anyway, beautiful wines. You guys, you should try the Chardy. If you enjoy a good Chardy, you are going to love the 8 at the Gate Chardy.
So good.
Yeah, so good.
Can we
quickly
go?
Oh, sorry. No, I was going to say quickly before we wrap it up, I just wanted to point out that, I mean, Lindsay has always been very sharp dresser. She's always known herself very well, has always, never really had any troubles with, who am I?
Oh.
How am I supposed to dress?
Oh.
Right?
I love that.
Yeah, right. She's never had that problem. And I just want to point out that when you were around.
I'm getting very nervous.
No, I just wanted to say, when we were working together, you would have been around my age, give or take.
Yeah.
Yeah, right back in the day.
Yeah.
Do you know what Lindsay used to wear to work? So again, considering this age, right? Do you remember that beautiful little peach number you had? It had ruffles on it.
Oh, yeah.
So Lindsay would wear this super pretty, ruffly dress, very short. She would walk in her heels from the bus stop.
Yep.
She would walk all the way back to the bus in her heels. She would be dressed to the nines to come and work in admin, you guys.
Yes.
So this is who I'm hanging out with.
Yeah.
Do you see?
Well, now not so much. I got my mum hype jeans on.
Well, so do I. But that's the thing. This is what I'm saying. And then back then we used to go shopping together and we'd go to Alley Girl and we'll buy all these cute little dresses and fun little things.
Chic.
Yes.
Chic. Oh my God.
We would just go to all those places and buy all these cute little things.
Yeah.
But I guess now we're dressing
like mums.
Older.
But the thing is, and back that, yes.
We were pre-kids, yeah.
I actually just gave my friend Margie some of my old work clothes that I was hanging on to, some of my favorite work clothes that I was like, oh yeah, maybe one day I'll fit back into them.
Maybe one day. Life is still young.
You
could get a stomach bug. You don't know.
Oh, right? I wish. Back to back for 6 months. I would need a lot. Take it just as a fact and nothing else. But I was very thin before kids. I was like a gym freak. And
it's true. She wasn't as huge as she is now.
No. Yeah. I know you're making fun of me, but I was size 6. I was super tiny. So I gave Margie, she's my only friend. No offense, Billy, you're beautiful. She's my only friend that would possibly fit into some of these work clothes. I was looking at these skirts and I'm like, I can't believe
I couldn't have fit into that back then. I've never been that shape. So it's not, I don't find that offensive.
Well, I mean, different body types.
Because you were your kids now. They're like little bean poles.
They're
super skinny, very scrawny. Straight up and down.
Yeah, scrawny. And I love clothes, but I've always dressed, and this is the key. So this is why I'm continuing on about your point. I dressed back then the way that I felt confident and good about myself. Not what I thought was sexy, but a lot of people probably would look at me going, oh, she's got a tight skirt on and short skirt and high heels. And I actually remember this is okay.
I know what you're going to say. Go on.
No, you probably don't.
don't?
You
Okay.
probably don't. So when I got off the bus, I would always walk down George Street. So anyone that knows Brisbane, it's a very long road. It's main, like downtown, whatever. And I would always pass this older guy and younger guy that would be walking the opposite direction. And the older guy, he was just a nice older dude, whatever, would always literally go, like his eyes would follow me, but not in a creepy, pervy way. Like I just
That
felt
has
like
never happened to me unless I had some food on my face or something and they're looking back to see what the fuck that was.
Did she get a wipe?
Yeah.
Wipe it off. No, but like I always felt really confident about myself because I felt good with what I was wearing. So
Yes.
that is the point, Billy. You're so right. Like now I don't wear that shit because I would feel like a fat fuck in it and feel really insecure. So I wear my blouses and my high-waisted jeans.
I just want to say the point that you were that was to me, like you said, was sexy. I would buy kind of the same, obviously not like that because I never liked the too short business. I don't like showing my bits. It's never been a thing. But we would go shopping together and Lindsay would still come same outfit, pressed, looked beautiful as fuck. I would come wrinkled as shit. And just was not, that stuff wore me. I just was never into that kind of, I'd wear the heels, I'd do all the stuff. Just wasn't quite me. But I don't think I've ever really figured out what me is the thing. I think me is literally just like tracky dacks and a t-shirt.
But that's fine.
And I need to step out of that and make some sort of statement through my clothing that makes me feel good.
I think what you have on today is you stepping out of your comfort zone being you. I think you would never normally buy a fashion piece like a blazer, a staple blazer. You would never. So that is you stepping out of your comfort zone, but you look fucking fantastic.
Well, I think I just need to take the t-shirt off and I'd be perfect.
Oh, okay, too far. Let's go to our viewers, our
Audience, listeners, viewers.
Those people that respond
the people
to the
on the
stories.
line.
Oh my God. This is why we need to wear headphones again. I have a really fucking hard time with this no headphone thing. I always hit my mic and anyways.
This is a great story. Thank you for telling it. Okay, so we have had... See, every time I start
I know, I'm so sorry. And I have to pee really bad, so can we hurry up?
Can you just calm down, please? Okay, so what do you find sexy about your partner? We never even got there.
Right.
We never even got there. The people had to say, when she buys me wine.
Oh.
Good one, Matt. Matt from Wine Review Simple, when she buys some wine.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because that's his love language, right? That's
wine, yeah.
Look.
Running around with the Robinsons, Amelia. I get you, babe. When he sees what needs doing and does it without needing to be asked.
Yeah.
My only question is, does it make him look that sexy where you want to blow him after? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, you're just attracted
Like, are you
to
just
him.
attracted or like you're going to like pay that shit back? I don't know. I'm just curious.
Well, probably a bit of both. Depends on
both, yeah.
Probably depends on how she's feeling.
And yet another woman, men pay attention, saying, hi, Marina, Maki, hi. When they make dinner and clean up after and do kids' bedtime routines instead of me. So do you see how quickly we get turned on when you do shit for us?
I know. And the thing is, it's not uncommon. Like that is so the norm for females' reactions, like to these questions.
Like
so
help us out a little more.
It's just a no-brainer, you guys.
You'll look much better.
Yeah.
Okay. What don't you find sexy in your partner? Ooh. We didn't do any of that.
No, we didn't do any of that because you know what? I think there is like not being not sexy is sexy, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like if you're being no.
What? Not being not sexy is sexy? Did anybody get that?
No, probably. I don't even think I got that and it came out of my mouth. I know what in my head I wanted to say, but I don't think it came out properly.
Try again.
When you're not being sexy, you're not fucking sexy. Simple, right? Yeah.
Simple. So what is sexy then? Like, what do you find sexy? Like, when is Cameron sexiest? Is it when he comes from the gym and he's just like buff as fuck?
No. Do you know what? This is going to go against everything I've said about body image for females. I find Cameron his body physique is right up my alley, which sounds stupid, obviously, because I'm married to him. But we've been married for a long time and things happen to your body, like my body. Excuse me. I look at him, if we're talking like sexy as in sexual.
Well, I mean,
oh
like,
my God,
when you see him like and he's attractive, what does he look like?
To me, it's when I see, oh my God.
Wow, Cameron,
what is happening?
you are really good looking. You're so sexy right now, Cameron. I love it when he coughs. I'm like, he's the sexiest when he just can't stop coughing. That's when I find Lindsay the sexiest.
I have to pee so bad, and now I'm in the giggles.
I think I'm going to make a reel of just Lindsay coughing.
I know. It happens so often. I'm so sorry. Okay, no, when I see him in his, not his work clothes, any type of clothes where I see his physique, because he has very lean, he's been working hard at the gym, and I know this is really bad sounding because it's all about body image. Like, I find him sexy where I'm like, oh God, he's good looking.
Right.
That sexy. So there's two different types of sexy, right? I find him sexy like that. But then when he is, I love him as he is. Like, when he's being nice to me and a nice husband and doing what he should be doing, I find him sexy.
Do you know, this is funny, and I know we're totally running out of time and cutting in now,
but we're not.
It's our own podcast. We can do what we like.
Exactly.
God.
I hate when you say that.
Stop saying that, Lindsay. Anyway, it's funny that you say that because at least you're not coughing, so that's something. I find Henry sexiest, when he's in his workwear, because for some reason a guy with a tie and a suit is just like, I don't know why something makes me want to lick him, but it does.
No, ew.
But the other thing is, I don't look at him like, when he'll sometimes be like, oh, I've gained a bit of weight, you know, or I need to start working out or whatever. I honestly don't notice, much like the way I look at myself in the sense that I don't care what I look like. It's very... What's that? Oh, do you know what? Yeah.
So sweet.
We have my friend, my very, very close friend, Sanya, said, you always look amazing, Billy. But, you know, that's spoken like a true friend. I love you.
That's like a
Thank
mom.
you, Sanj. That's
a mom.
Oh, you look good, girl. You're fine. You're fine. It's fine.
In case unless if you have Yasna as your mom and she's like, get your tits out.
Right, yeah. Tell Yasna, Sanj.
Okay, go back to Henry. Yes, you love suit and ties.
I like a good suit and tie. That's when I find him sexiest. But also, I just feel like you said, it's an attitude thing. Like, to me, he's sexiest when he just like takes control of the situation or something. You know, when something is like happening and I'm breaking down and he's like, nah, we got this. Yeah. So it's like, I think a more attitude thing is a thing to me as opposed to like actual looks, as is obvious with my own appearance.
Do you know what? That is a very good point, and I'm going to jump on that wagon with you because I don't deal with stressful situations. Yeah. So two things, like at all. Yeah. Cameron, with his career and just the way he is, whether it's career-wise or like personal thing, if shit hits the fan, he just takes control. He knows exactly what to do. Like, I love that about him. Like, it actually is a turn on in the sense of like, thank fuck I've got you in my corner.
Yes.
And to side note about his career, like what Cameron does, and this isn't me talking like, oh my God, what Cameron does.
Let's do it. Cammy, what do you do?
No. Like, it's really not. But I've said this to him before, like what he does, not a lot of people would be able to hack the amount of stress that he deals with and the ongoing shit that
Plus coming home to Lindsay. Cameron.
He is so fucking lucky.
So
Jesus.
lucky.
But seriously, he's in a position that a lot of people would just crumble. And because he doesn't crumble and he actually has a reputation in his industry that he doesn't crumble and he deals with the situations that he does, that is like a turn on to me. I find that sexy
about it.
Yes.
I totally agree.
100%.
You see?
Back off of my husband, please.
I know you were giving me a high five. I know that's what that was. Thanks, Lenny. Yeah, high five, Cameron. Cameron, who could be my brother.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
who else?
What don't you find sexy in your partner? Matt, hi Matt from Wine Review Simple. When she says she's not drinking tonight, horrible. Is that because her beer goggles aren't on? Is that what it is? I get it.
You got to drink by yourself, Matt.
And Amelia, laziness and stress eating.
Yeah. Oh, stressing. Yeah.
I don't mind. Henry doesn't really stress eat. If anyone's a stress eater, it's me. I wait for everybody to go to sleep and then I eat by myself. It's delightful. But I find that like the laziness, again, he doesn't really get very lazy either, motherfucking Henry. That's me again. But I'd see what you're doing there and why that doesn't turn you on, because it's that like almost like I'm defeated, so I'm just gonna lay here and like eat and be stressed. That's not sexy to anyone. I get that. Quite the opposite of what we were just saying, which is like, look, do you with stress? Great.
Yeah.
Okay, what makes you feel sexy? Here we go. For me, I don't think I still have an answer.
I do.
Matt, Wine Review Simple, opening a bottle of champagne. This is all wine related. I get it. Fair enough.
Wine Review Simple, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Amelia, when I mentally stop giving myself a hard time and just appreciate myself.
Do you know what? When I read this comment, Amelia is one of my friends, and I'm like, this is why we're
friends because when I feel sexiest, 100% I'm going to agree with her. And don't you fucking open your mouth or roll your eyes. When my gut is as flat as it possibly can, shut up. I don't say anything to you about your gremlin nose or your cellulite. Those are her issues that she brings up.
How dare you?
But it's true. Like when your body issues, when you feel like they're actually having a good day, and when my hemorrhoids are hiding and my gut is flattest that it can possibly be,
right?
It's true because it's all about the confidence. It goes back to your self-confidence. That
true.
is what sexy is, right?
Yes.
If you are feeling good about yourself, it's going to like ooze out of you.
So true. And this is why personally, I don't know about you, Lenny, but when I go on holiday with Henry alone, which I don't think you've ever done with Cameron, have you ever been away on a weekend, just the two of you recently?
Without our kids?
Yeah.
I want to say yes. We've gone
you
away,
can't.
but I can't. Not for a holiday, like for
Like a
week.
weekend.
Oh,
or no,
God,
not
no.
a week, but like a night or two away by yourself.
Oh, yeah, we would have.
Yeah.
When, I don't know. But yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but when we go away and we just have no stress and we're just hanging out and doing our thing, the sex is better.
Well,
Do you find that? Because you're so
I
relaxed.
don't know. We haven't been away.
Because then I feel like you haven't been away. But see, when we go away, like I just feel like I'm so much more relaxed and I'm able to actually put my mind and like body into that as opposed to being like, God, I got to wake up at 7 o'clock so I can make or whatever, you know, like
you
you
don't have
constantly,
kids in life around you.
It's amazing. So yes, I feel sexy too when I'm not stressed. I'm very stressed right now, Lindsay. I'm not feeling it. Okay.
I have to pee, so I
Good
do
day.
not feel sexy.
Let's get out of here.
Wrap it up.
Rappity rap. We have been Wine Chats. I am Bildo. This
Whoa.
is Lindalin.
Oh my
and
God.
you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter,
look for
LinkedIn, TikTok. Look for us. Google us. You can also email us at onechatspodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on our website, onechatspodcast.com. We have a comment on the Insta.
It's Wine Review Simple. Don't forget, today is Shiraz Day. We knew that, Matt.
Happy Shiraz Day. Happy sexy Shiraz Day.
We drank a Chardonnay.
Yeah, in honor of Shiraz, we drank a shardy. So thank you, Matt, for reminding us that we're not drinking the right wine.
I didn't do my fun fact.
Nope.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll just put it on our
too
socials.
Late. Too late.
Look it up.
We've moved on.
It's
Your
riveting.
fun fact today is it's Shiraz Day. Right? There, I did it for you. Thank you very much. Peace out. That's it. Oh.
Chat soon.